Check, 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 check. Let me check this microphone. Let me get into it. All the Laker fans, you can now come in and spill your guts. You can come in and cry if you want. You can come in and give us reasons why we weren't able to get it done. You can do whatever you want. Whatever you want to do. It's the second straight year that the Los Angeles Lakers have been sent home by the Denver Nuggets. So if you feel as though you want to give an excuse, you don't want to blame Darvin Ham. You want to give an excuse for Darvin Ham. You want to give a reason, an excuse. They're all the same thing. It's all the same thing, my guy. But the bottom line is, for the second consecutive year, the Los Angeles Lakers have been sent home by the Denver Nuggets. The only difference is last year it was done in 4 games. This year it's done in 5 games. So the Denver Nuggets will be moving on, and they will be playing the Minnesota Timberwolves. And we're going to hear a lot of talk, from Laker fans, a lot of Laker banter, saying, oh, but, we led for such and such amount of the series. We coming into today, we led for 139 total minutes. We had a lead at halftime on every single game. We're going to get to hear the Laker banter. We're going to hear all the Laker fans, and they're going to say, man, it's just the Nuggets. Everybody else we can beat. That might be true. That might be true. But you didn't face everybody else. Unfortunately, you faced the Denver Nuggets. Right? Unfortunately, you faced the Denver Nuggets. And in a series, and we got to be fair. I love the Lakers, but we got to be fair. In a series where the Denver Nuggets didn't even play well. Didn't even play well. They say, hey, what do you mean they didn't play well? They beat the Lakers, which was a pretty good Laker team, 4-1. What's up? Jimmy Ace, my bench warmers partner. Bench warmers is created and sponsored by James Acevedo. So, Hev, what do you mean? They beat us in 5 games. What do you mean they didn't play well? The Denver Nuggets, over this entire series, they did not have one Denver Nugget type game. The closest thing they came was maybe game 3. That's when everybody scored 20 in the starting lineup except for Caldwell Pope. 3 guys had 10 rebounds. But other than that, Jamal Murray, until tonight, he didn't have a great series with 3-pointers. His first 2 games, he shot 9 for 24. I'm decent at math. If you shoot 9 for 24 in game 1 and 9 for 24 in game 2, what's that? 18 or 48. Do the percentage. What is that, 36%? 37%? But you can talk about a lot of things. with the Lakers. But I'm always one that picks moments in series. Moments. I pick moments in series. And they lost the series 4-1. The Los Angeles Lakers lost this series in game 2. They lost this series in game 2. Because when you have a 20-point lead on a team who you have not beaten in 11 games, and you have a 20-point lead on them, and you have LeBron James, who a lot of people say is the GOAT. I don't say he's the GOAT. I love LeBron. I got him third all time. So I don't say he's the GOAT, but there are people, you have to respect their opinion. There are people that were born in the new era. And of course, there is a couple. I don't want to say just old people or just new people. There are some people who was born in the 80s, 90s, or whatever, 2000, and they think Jordan's the GOAT. They think LeBron's the GOAT. That's fair. Me personally, I don't think he's the GOAT. But I do think, I'm not going to disrespect him and be like, oh, he's 7th, 8th. No, I haven't seen 7 better players than LeBron James in my years. And I've watched a lot of basketball. All right. I'm not one of you fly-by-night Laker fans or, fly-by-night Denver chicken nugget fans or fly-by-night Warrior fan. I'm not one of those. There's 35 plus years invested in my fandom when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. It just didn't start when LeBron James got here. I always tell people I root for the laundry. I root for what's on front of the jersey, not for what's on the back. If the front of your jersey says Los Angeles, I pull for you. I root for you. So I'm not one of those people who think that LeBron James is a GOAT. However, I have no issue with people who do think he's the GOAT. All right? I don't have no issue with them. I'm not going to say they're crazy because they're not crazy. Their version of what they've seen, all the players that they've seen, LeBron James is probably the best they've seen. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's how you truly feel, there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to take this along with it. If you're the GOAT, right? If you're the GOAT and you got a 20-point lead in the second half, you got to find a way to get that game home. There is no, this one slipped away, but I'll get them the next time. I'll get them tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Remember in Rocky 3, they said there is no tomorrow. Apollo Creed, there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow when it comes down to sports and moments in sports. If you're the GOAT, and LeBron has said at that moment, I was the greatest player in the world. I get it. I'm all for tooting your own horn. As long as you have, justification for tooting your own horn. I don't mind LeBron saying he's the GOAT. I don't mind him saying that. However, you also have to be prepared for the people who say you're not the GOAT and say why. Lakers fall by 2 once again to the Nuggets. 108-106. Lakers this time for the first time in the series dominated the free throw line. Denver once again out rebound the Lakers. 45-41. Denver even had more turnovers. So when you are the Los Angeles Lakers and you just think the other team had more turnovers, their starting point guard, who arguably a Hall of Famer, is questionable. Their bench is nothing like it was last year. Their debt is nothing like it was last year. Caldwell Pope gets hurt in the action. And you still lost? You still lost. 114-103 game 1, 101-99 game 2, 112-105 game 3, 119-108 game 4, and then 108-106 game 5. Nuggets gentleman's sweep. In that game when D'Angelo Russell's going off and you never really expected from him, those games you have to win. A game tonight, Jamal Murray is banged up. Michael Porter Jr., right? He's pretty much their only healthy guy. Jokic didn't have, of course, he had a triple-double, but Jokic wasn't, he missed a lot of shots early. These are the type of games you have to win. You have to. Look, man. Look, your season is now over. Your season's over. So it don't do you no good to go in the weight room now. It don't do you no good to do this now, that now. The season's over. The game's over. And the only thing you can think about is what you did or did not do to get the victory. Well, to me, what you didn't do was not decided in this series. What you didn't do was not decided in this series. I will tell you when the Lakers pretty much lost the series to the Denver Nuggets. They lost the series to the Denver Nuggets at the beginning of this basketball season. Oh, Heb, what are you talking about? When they refused to address the issue that they needed somebody, I mean, you're not going to stop them. They needed somebody to slow down the Joker. And there were several bodies out there who were proven in this league. That was a big body that could slow the Joker down. Want to know who they were? How about Dwight Howard, who was on the team in 2020, who's had success in his career over Jokic? How about bringing him in and getting a little look and seeing? How about doing that? How about bringing in and signing JaVale McGee. Remember, JaVale McGee was on the team in 2020, and he played a part of the Twin Towers on defense that gave Jokic his biggest trouble to this date. JaVale McGee was doing nothing. He signed with the Kings. He sat on the end of the bench all year. How about getting JaVale McGee and bringing him over and have him throw his body in front of Jokic? It can't hurt. Oh, that wouldn't have worked him. He would abuse them. Okay, so then he's abusing, right? He's abusing Rui Hachimura. He's abusing Rui Hachimura. And he's on your team. Dwight Howard was saying the whole entire time, he said, every time a team gets eliminated, I'm going to put my picture up. Let me see if I can find Dwight. He said, every single time a team gets eliminated, I put my picture up. And for all the people saying, oh, that was then, and the dude is still in phenomenal shape. All you got to do is look at him. He was playing overseas, so he's still in somewhat shape. But the dude's still in phenomenal shape. And he said, I have the key to slowing down Jokic. So if he sits and says he has the key to slowing down Jokic, what's the sense of not giving it to him? Right? What's the sense of not giving him a chance? Okay, so you got what it takes to slow down Nikola Jokic. All right, let's see it. Let me see your best combination. Right? Let me see your best combination. And if not, nothing more. You put him out there. If he's not working, you cut the guy. But Dwight Howard said, every time I see somebody lose, right, I'm going to put my picture up. So, of course, when you want to save the day, but it's too late, see, he's putting stuff up. He's got his Lakers jersey on. When you didn't get anybody show up there to help slow down Nikola Jokic, that's when you lost, bro. That's when you lost. Jimmy is in the building. That's when you lost. And then to the Laker fans, and everyone knows I've been a Laker fan since I can remember. I don't want to hear the stat, we led such and such amount of time in this series, so that proves we can beat them. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You didn't prove that you can beat them until Game 4, when you actually came away with a victory. That's when you proved that you can beat them. But coming close and playing them tough and, oh, man, we lost on the last second shot, or, oh, man, we lost on the that doesn't prove that you can beat them. That still means you're not proving you can beat them, because what you're proving is something is going to happen to prevent you from doing it. Something's going to happen. If I have a girl over my house 5 days a week, and every time I get ready, we're sitting there, we're kissing, we're hugging, we're touchy, feely, right? And then every time I go in to try to slide her pants down, she says, no, I don't want to. right? And she says that 4 days a week. I can't be like, oh man, I know I can fuck this girl. No, you can't. You haven't fucked her yet. No, I can't. I can't say, oh man, because I'm close. Oh man, I know I can fuck this chick because, I keep getting closer and closer. No, that does not mean you fuck this chick. If you could fuck this chick, you would have done it by now. So if the Lakers could beat the Denver Nuggets on a consistent basis, they would have did that in game 2. They would have did it in game 2. Or bring in DeMarcus Cousins. Now, DeMarcus Cousins, Marcel, I don't know how his physical fitness is, but Dwight Howard is still probably one or two strongest men in the NFL. He's still one or two strongest men in the NFL. Jamal Murray, when the chips were down, him and Nikola Jokic just kept running the same action over and over and over and over, and the Lakers just couldn't find an answer for it. So many times it looked like they just ushered them to the foul line. Ushered them to the foul line. I was like, did he just take him to the foul line? That's what it seemed like. I mean, look. Next year, LeBron's going to be another year older, man. Another year older. What he's doing at 39 is amazing. I've never seen any athlete put in the work and do things like LeBron James. But he's 39. We have to be fair. We can't keep sucking up the accolades and say, but bro, he's 39. We can't keep sucking up the accolades and say he's 39, but then when he loses, say, well, what do you expect from a 39-year-old? Can't do it. I think they should have too much, though. So it won't take me as much to get over this as I did last year. I'll do a video breaking down where they go from here. Bench warmers are going to be back in effect. And the video will probably have a little bit of the press conference. I don't know whether they say anything. Press conference. I always hate press conferences when we lose anyway. It's like, bro, I don't have anything to say to you. AD, I don't want to hear how you hit a guy, you bumped into a guy 230 pounds, and you're probably 250 plus, and how you bumped into a guy and you couldn't really return back to your old self. Like, damn. What did he hit you with, a shotgun? So that's the breaking news. Lakers go out once again to the Denver Nuggets, 108-106. And it's time to go back to the drawing board because this ain't it. Sports Fanatic, Bench Warmers Podcast.